Standing on this field, a lot of good ones, a lot of memories with the friends. We had some great teams back there. You know, obviously my dad was the coach, and it was fun. It's kind of funny how, you know, the sidelines were switched now. You know, this is now the home side here. You know, the home side was over on the other side, so that was the only big difference. Like coming into the stadium, you know, knowing that little small thing was kind of that was the home side. We were always on that side of the field.
For Brett Sadek, it really didn't matter what side of the field he was on. For he and his father, they usually ended up on the winning side. In 1981, with his father Bob the coach, together they led Rosemont to their first and only state championship in school history. His football relationship grew with his father as he followed in his footsteps, all the way to the University of Minnesota, where they both played quarterback. Brett then transferred to Iowa State, where he finished his collegiate career leading the Cyclones in passing.
Yeah, it was. I think it was definitely a blessing towards me. I mean, in terms of some knowledge, you know, a little bit ahead of the game on a couple of the other guys, and so I enjoyed that. There were some days that were harder than others. You know, he'd definitely be firm with me and wanted me to walk that straight and narrow and be that great leader. And so I still had fun in high school, but I definitely had to watch the P's and Q's. But playing for him was great, and it just happened to be lucky that we did have some awesome teams as well. You know, I also got a few benefits of the, you know, picking first on the game socks or something little like that.
The choice of game socks may have been an easier decision than moving crosstown after his playing career to rival Apple Valley.
Back in high school, that, you know, Apple Valley was a naughty word. He called Paul Miller up, who was the coach at that time there, and Paul hired me to do 10th grade. We had a really good team, so it was a nice transition. Went 9-0 and just kind of, you know, spanked everybody we played, and it was like, okay, this could be fun over here at Valley.
Brett and Bob would eventually meet up again at Apple Valley. Once again, it would be a special time for the Sadeks, not knowing it would be their final season together.
Oh yeah, no, we had a bunch of years. Once he was done at Egan, or even just finishing up at Egan, he coached at Valley, and you know, Mike Fritzy was the head coach there, and so he had hired my dad to do a lower level, you know, just doing some D coordinator stuff, and so that was fun. We had a lot of years. I think we had like 5 or 6 together there, and a lot of good times. A lot of times where we were frustrated together. A lot of times, you know, coming home and eating something on the way home together. So that was good. It was really fun.
Bob passed away this summer, but not lost on Brett was the bond that was formed through the game of football and all that it taught him. Like most people who make the journey chasing a dream, after the success and defeats and after the memories are made, the road usually leads them back home.
Well, it's great because you know, people know Rosemont football, the Sadeks and Coach Sadek and Brett playing quarterback and the success that they had, and kind of really putting Rosemont football on the map.
And it's funny how life always comes full circle.
It was good, it was bad, it was mostly great, you know, but it's kind of fun to watch Jeff Erdman now with his son, kind of going through that same thing. You know, he's the head coach at Rosemont here. Jackson is his son, played a little bit as a sophomore last year, you know, and I'm in all the QB meetings now, you know, so it's nice. Jeff doesn't coach the QBs, kind of like my dad didn't coach the QBs, kind of, you know, so they're a little bit separate at the practice time, and they have a good relationship.
Much like Brett had with Bob, Jeff has with Jackson, a relationship of love built through the game of high school football.